confirm this, please.
Yes, sir, you're audible. Very good evening, sir.
Yes, sir.
Very good evening to everyone. I hope everybody is doing great. Atul is saying I'm audible. Thank you so much, Atul. For Udita and Prince, because those were the people who actually got in touch with me, invited me, so wanted to express my gratitude to them. I'm not sure if they are there or not.
Yeah, sir, I'm
Shruti,
here.
are you organizing this or?
Yes, sir. I request everyone to turn on their cameras, please.
Okay, because I think the number of participants are increasing. Hey Atul, thank you so much for turning on your camera. Ashish, Vikas, Mohammed Junaid, Sahil. Hope all of you are doing great. The reason why I have turned my camera on because I wanted everyone to turn their cameras. And I'm sorry I'm not trying to spotlighting you here because of course, I don't know what is the situation of your setup, how you're sitting. So it's absolutely fine. I mean, from my side, as long as you can turn on your cameras, it's really good because I really want this session to be interactive as much as possible. It's just not like that I'm going to be speaking and speaking and speaking and you guys going to be listening. Not like that. I want this session to be interactive and I want your cooperation as well.
Yes, sir.
Shruti, let me know when do we have to start? Okay, because I can see the number of participants are still increasing.
Yes, sir. We can just wait for 2 minutes and then we can start.
Brilliant. So I would like to just go ahead and turn off my camera for 1 minute in order to do something in the background and be ready for it. And then I'll turn on the camera.
Sure, sir. Take your time.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, sir. I think we can start now. Failure is the
All
opportunity to
right.
begin again.
Thank you so much, Shruti, for the confirmation.
Yeah.
Let me turn on my camera.
So,
I think it would be injustice that I am just switching off my camera and I'm asking everybody, expecting everybody to turn on their cameras. So hope you
so,
guys can see me and hear me. If you guys can just provide a confirmation. I can see the cameras are on for Shrishti, Aditya, Shlok, Entrepreneurship Cell. I'm sure there's some good name behind that.
Yeah, my name is Atul.
Prince, thank you so much, Prince. I hope everybody's here. So may I go ahead and start the
Most welcome, sir.
presentation?
So we would
sir,
like to
let me
address you with a
just.
few kind words. So, yeah, Shruti, you can start.
May I? Yeah. Thank you. Failure is the opportunity to begin again more intelligently. Hello, everyone. I, Shruti Garg, on behalf of Entrepreneurship Cell of Bhimrao Ambedkar College, I feel privileged to welcome you all to this amazing webinar on project management. The world is full of diamonds and gems, and we have one present here today to build this event, Mr. Hasan. He's an accomplished leader with 13 years of experience in managing projects within telecom, banking and financial sector, global tech support, and service delivery operations. He has led various functional teams of highly critical businesses. Now we would love to hear from Mr. Hasan about the knowledge and about his journey's experience. If you have any question during the presentation, please feel free to type in the chat box. We will be asking your questions on behalf of you, and I request you all to please keep your mic off. Now, without any further delay, I would like to welcome Mr. Hasan, sir. The platform is all yours, sir.
Thank you so much. I just want to welcome every amazing guy and a girl here in this webinar, in this session. First of all, I would like to express my gratitude towards all the amazing people who have invited me here. A special thanks to Prince, who has actually approached me. He's been very kind. And of course, Udita, who have been very kind in preparing all those, setup before I actually came here. And of course, Shruti, for such a fantastic welcome. And all the members of this college, university, the respected teachers, the principals, the head, all the amazing staff. I really, really want to thank you from the bottom of my heart that you guys have invited me today and gave me this opportunity to express myself and share my knowledge, whatever I have learned from the life. So I would not be sharing the gyan, but I would like to share something which I have personally learned from my life with respect to communication, with respect to project management. But before even I start, I would like to take your permission. Do you want me to speak in English or Hindi or Hinglish? I mean, a mix of both, because ultimately it doesn't matter what I talk about. It has to go to your heart and mind, right? If you don't understand what I say, I think the purpose will fail. So just comment below in the chat box. How do you want me to talk? Are you comfortable that I start communicating in English or both or mix of both? Okay. Mohammed Junaid is saying both, but I want majority of you guys to quickly vote. Okay, English. Vikas is saying English. Fatima is saying English. Both. Of course, we all are Indian. I mean, ultimate purpose of this workshop is just, I want this to be interactive. And if I speak in English, and I think most of you will be able to connect with me and will be able to engage with me. All right. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So many people have said that English, both English. I think it's good. I really appreciate your comment here and engagement. So I would like to start the presentation now, and I would like to share my screen. And in the comment section, I would like you guys to tell me कि presentation आपको दिख रही है कि नहीं. Give me 1 second. I'm a very good technical person, so I might take some time, guys. Bear with me for a moment. Okay.
Yes, visible, sir.
Is it visible?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, yes, sir.
Fantastic. Although the presentation is visible to you and it is visible to me, but I cannot see you. I cannot watch your faces. So I would assume that you guys are enjoying. So, but I may not be able to see even the chat boxes, but I might have to stop the presentation and start it during the course of this 1 hour. All right, so I would like to start now. So this session that I have kept, I've been asked to talk on project management specifically, but I thought that why not go ahead and add something which is related to project management. And I would also like to share a couple of stories from my personal experience, and of course, जो मैंने इधर उधर से सीखा, so that you guys can relate to it. Okay. Starting from this, I hope everybody can read this. So I remember a time when I was in session with my mentor. He is one of my international mentors, and he said, Tauseef, and he said to everyone who was there, the best way to predict your future is to create it. And the moment he said this, the only question that was going in my mind was, but how can someone do that? And I can feel it. मैं सोच रहा हूँ कि आप लोगों के माइंड में भी यही क्वेश्चन चल रहा होगा. And by the way, I will come to the topic, but there is something that I want to talk about with respect to the mindset transformation before I go to the skill set part. I thought to share this with you. Now, this question, in order to satisfy my intellectual curiosity, just like everyone else, I asked this question, but how can somebody do it? How can somebody become the co-creator of their future? Or how can somebody become the creator of their future? अपना future कैसे बना सकता है कोई? Then he shared a wonderful example that I'm going to share in front of you right now. Now, let me ask you this question. It would be needless to ask this question, but I would like to ask you, who all of you know this sports person? I want you to comment and let me check your general knowledge. By the way, आप में से कितने लोग इस खिलाड़ी को जानते हैं? I want you to just go ahead and put Cristiano Ronaldo. Vaibhav is saying yes. CR7, RC7, Goat, Ronaldo, Prince, Shlok, Parul. Guys, of course, you guys are a student and your general knowledge is better than me. But I was just trying to challenge your thinking. Anyways, you guys are like, I can see the smile on your faces, man. Thank you so much. It feels to me that you guys are able to connect to me because I have put the figure of the person who is most followed celebrity on the planet on social media. Anyways, I would like to go back to presentation mode. Now, when you look at this sports person, there are certain things which goes on in our mind. And we are able to visualize a sports person as per what we have heard about that person or what we have, how we have watched him. If you read the biography of this person, you would come to know that he belongs to a very humble middle-class family. Even there was a time when their parents decided to abort this child, but doctor denied. Imagine there was no Cristiano Ronaldo if that would have happened. But the reason why I'm mentioning here, because my mentor gave this example. How can you become the creator of your future? Let me start with the first point. Amazing girls and boys and all the respected peoples. I don't know whether you will agree with me or not, but it is natural. It naturally happens to us. It doesn't really matter कि हमारे पास क्या-क्या चीजें हैं लाइफ में, बंगला, गाड़ी, पैसे, सब कुछ हो. बट ये एक ह्यूमन टेंडेंसी होती है कि हम कभी जब किसी दूसरों को देखते हैं ना, हु इज बेटर, तो एक हमारे अंदर एक थोड़ी सी इनवी आ जाती है एंड वी स्टार्ट टू फील इन्फीरियर कि हम छोटे हैं, हम कम है. व्हाई डू आई नॉट ओन दिस कार? व्हाई डू आई नॉट हैव सच अ बिग हाउस दैट गाय? बट आई रिमेंबर माय फादर सेइंग दिस वंस. उन्होंने एक बार बोला था मुझे कि तौसीफ, इट डजंट रियली मैटर व्हाट अदर्स हैव, बी ग्रेटफुल फॉर व्हाट यू हैव. Be grateful for what you have. There will always be a time when somebody will have a nicer car than you. There will always be a time when somebody will have more money than you. There will always be a time when somebody will have a nicer house than you. And somebody will be wealthier than you. Somebody will be fitter than you. And somebody will be smarter than you. And if you start comparing yourself and don't be grateful for what you have, you will be trapped in this noisy world. So gratitude is the first and foremost step towards becoming successful in life. So if you really want to be the creator of your future, start feeling grateful for things that you already have. It doesn't really matter whether you don't have money, you don't have a car, you don't have a big house, you don't have a status. It's absolutely fine. But I will make sure I'm doing a big claim. By the end of this session, you will feel as if you can also create your future. Would like to move on to the next point, which is becoming self-aware. And I would like to connect all these points, all these human attributes to this one single personality, which I have shown to you. And everything will make sense to you. Just be patient for a minute or two. Become self-aware. Most of the time what happens, we are driven by the external circumstances. कि यार वो क्रिकेट खेल रहा है तो मैं भी क्रिकेटर बन जाऊं. वो बैंक में नौकरी, गवर्नमेंट नौकरी पा रहा है, यार मैं भी एग्जाम बैंक का देता हूं, मुझे भी बैंक में नौकरी मिल जाएगी. But it happens hardly with us that we take a pause in life and we introspect and we try to ask this question to ourselves: what is it that I truly want from myself? What is it that I love from myself? What is it that I love to do? What is it that excites me? There is no question of self-awareness. There is no question of even looking at why I want to do what I want to do if you do not take a pause in your life. Right from the time when we were born, we went to the school, we went to the college, and when we are in college, we worry about the job. As soon as we got the job, we got married, we got a family. We never took a pause. So doing self introspection and understanding कि मुझे लाइफ से चाहिए क्या, मुझे मेरी स्ट्रेंथ क्या है, मेरी वीकनेसेस क्या हैं, मेरे पैशन क्या है, मेरा पर्पस क्या है, is extremely significant. And that's my third point. Clarity of your passion, purpose, and goals. Don't decide your passion, your purpose, and your goals based upon what others says. Because if you do so, it is hardly a matter of time that you will start feeling bored and you will not feel fulfilled. And if you have the clarity, my dear friends, clarity, as Simon Sinek says, breeds consistency. जब आपके हेड में सारी चीजें क्लियर होती हैं कि यार मुझे कल ये करना है, परसों ये करना है, 1 साल में ये करना है, 10 साल में ये करना है, तो आप खुद ब खुद कंसिस्टेंट हो जाते हो. A lot of people ask this question कि यार I'm not consistent, I don't know why. It is because you are not clear on what you want out of your life. So consistency is very important. Without commitment and clarity, you will never start, as you might have heard this. And without consistency, you will never, ever finish. And my second last point, discipline. Now, I want you to comment in the chat section. What is your definition of discipline? I want to understand, like, how do you think discipline, what discipline is? Hota kya hai discipline? So I want you to put in the comment section, and I'm just stopping my chat. I want to see you. What's your perspective onto this? And I will wait. I'm not going to go anywhere till the time you comment. Okay, let me see. Maybe you can define it in 1 word, 2 word, or 3 word, but I want you to tell me what is your definition of discipline. Blank. And it is absolutely fine. Okay. Taking consistent action towards your dream. Amazing. Fatima, Sahil, thank you so much. Fatima saying, I think managing ourselves. Very close. Prince Raj Singh saying humbleness. Thank you, Prince. Nishant is saying it's a mixture of patience and consistency. Being consistent towards your goal. Amazing. Not to cheat yourself. Robin, amazing, man. Amazing. Ashwin Patel, doing what should be done no matter what. Khushi Singh is saying consistency. Mohammad Faizan is saying following our timetable. Ekta is saying, oh my God, so many comments. You guys are genius, man. You know a lot of things. Now this is time to go back to the presentation. Thank you so much, Vansh, Ashish, Mehal, Shaurya, Shrishti. You guys made sure that this webinar is interactive. And it gave me confidence that I'm not going to go anywhere along with you. So I'm going to go back to presentation. Go into the presentation mode. Go back to my point. Discipline. So ladies and gentlemen, you have beautifully explained कि discipline होता क्या है. मैं मानता हूँ, and I always quote Mike Tyson on this. As you might have कि Mike Tyson कौन? Mike Tyson बोलता है कि discipline is not just doing consistently what you love. Discipline is doing the things that you don't love, that you hate to do, but you do it just the way you love it. So for example, everybody wants to have a fitter body. Everybody wants to have 6 abs. Everybody wants to look nice. That's a fundamental human wish. But question really is, does everyone want to go to gym and exercise? Answer is no, because not everyone loves to go to gym. But discipline comes into place here, right? You go to gym because you want to have a nicer body. You go to gym even if you don't want to, but you know that the result is amazing. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Now, I was reading this biography of this gentleman, Cristiano Ronaldo, and all of these human attributes, right from the gratitude, clarity of passion, purpose, and goals, consistency, and discipline. He is the epitome of all these human attributes. Question really is, can you imbibe? क्या आप इन human attributes को अपना सकते हैं? And not for the sake of just knowing knowledge, but trying to inculcate those habits in the real life. Can you do that or not? If you can do that, ladies and gentlemen, nobody can stop you. And the final thing that is the theme of our webinar, acquire a skill. So what Cristiano Ronaldo do? Apart from having all of these human attributes and characteristics, he learned a very good skill, that is playing football. He used to practice in the morning since his childhood, because he knew, he was clear in his head that he wanted to play football. And the reason why he was so champion, such a great champion, and the reason why he was able to score the maximum number of goals in the world is because he used to he used to sweat in the piece, right? So from here on, I'm going to talk about those two skills, which is the main and significant essence of this webinar. वो दो skills कौन सी हैं? Communication, project management, and I'm going to talk about, and I will need your cooperation. There are certain questions, there are certain things that I would ask from you, and as usual, as you guys have already engaged and replied really well, would expect some answers from you. So let's move on. So what's today's agenda? So guys, I have just taken 3 to 4 minutes of yours because I wanted to bring a little bit of transformation in your mind. Because if you don't think in right way, no matter what skills do you have, it will not get along in the right path. You will not go to the right direction. So having a character is very important. And for that, having the right mindset is extremely significant. That's what I discussed. Let's come on to the agenda today. Chance to choice. What a fancy word, but it actually resonates with my life. And I can prove it at the end of this session that it resonates with every human being on this planet. Now, I want you to comment below, in the context of life, यानी life के context में, chance क्या होता है, choice क्या होती है? And I would like to hear this from you. What is chance? What is the definition of chance? And what is the definition of choice? I would like to hear it from you. And let's see, from all those amazing individuals, what do they come up with? Regulation. Ishti, I think that was a chance is an opportunity. Okay, great. Faizan, absolutely bang on. What else? Chance is a luck. To a certain extent, yes. Shlok. Nishit Sharma. Chance is involuntary result. Choice is a voluntary decision. You have banged in the middle, man. Nishit, well done. Well done, Nishit. Good job. Shivangi Singh, chance is a try. You guys are very close. Chance sometimes is beyond our control, but choice is what we have in command. You know what? I think it is going to make my job easy to make you understand this. Thank you so much. You guys already are so intellectual. Chance is an opportunity and choice is accept to lead the opportunity. Akash, Ashish, great man. Sukamani, Bhardwaj, chance sometimes is beyond. Shivangi, thanks a lot, guys, for actually giving these lovely and wonderful comments. Let me go back to screen and then come to the agenda part. Okay, just give me a moment. Let me just do the F5. So I'm going to talk about a little bit about this chance to choice, and there is a story behind this. It's my story that I would like to, I would take your permission first. If you would want, then I will share. Otherwise, I will move on. Then I will talk about communication as a way of life. It's very significant. Again, there will be a small story with the question that I would like to ask from you. Then why and what is project management? Why somebody choose project management and what actually project management is the major theme of this webinar that I would like to talk about and touch base this. And what is the link between project management and communication? Because I am working as a senior project manager and I have been a student of communication and public speaking. So I know the importance and the link between these two. And I would like to touch base and I would like to talk about this and give you your perspective. How can you build your career in project management? Again, if some of you choose or some of you decide after today's presentation that you want to build your career in project management, this section will help you. And I would like to share about like how can you build a career in project management. आप कैसे एक project management बन सकते हैं? How can you start your journey? And ladies and gentlemen, last section of like 10-15 minutes, I will especially give this time to you guys because it is you who are listening to me. And it is you who would have a lot of questions. So these 10-15 minutes, I have especially designated to you guys. If time will allow, of course, I will try my best to finish till that time so that you can ask any questions, whatever you have. And I would love to answer those questions. Now, do I have your permission to move on to chance to choice? Just type yes if you're okay with that. I would like to see that, and I will quickly move on to the next presentation. Himanshi, Parul, Shlok, Entrepreneurship Self, Nishant, Ashish, Shweta, Shaurya, Sahil, Vansh, Varun. My God, you guys are so energetic. Thank you so much, Piyush, Rishi, Shrishti, all of you amazing people. So you guys have permitted me to just go on. So I would like to just go ahead and start the first section of this presentation, which is chance to choice. Okay, let me just go to the presentation mode. Give me 1 second. FN F5. Great. Okay, so since you guys have already explained what is chance and what is choice, I would not like to go ahead and waste your time because you already know about it. In my opinion, chance is what others wants me to do. And somebody said chance is what happens to us. And absolutely everyone is correct. Everyone is 100% okay. Now, chance is whatever happens to be. Think about, let me take you back. मुझे आपको उस समय पे ले जाने दीजिए जब let's think about that moment when we were born. जब हम पैदा हुए थे तो कैसे सिचुएशन थे उस टाइम पे? क्या आपको पता है कि हमारा नाम हमारी चॉइस थी? No, it was not our choice. It happened to us by chance. It's something that parents decided. Our birth was not a choice. God gave us birth. And then when we moved to our first school, it was not our choice. It happened to us by chance. Parents ने हमारा दाखिला करवाया और हम स्कूल में चले गए. And then when it came about higher education, again, to some of us, it was not by chance as well. Subjects जो हमने लिए थे, again, it was again by chance, not by choice. To most of us. I would not say everyone. There were some fortunate people, of course, but I was no exception to this. I was not that fortunate during that time. Whatever has happened by chance to me. And to some of you, the colleges that you got, maybe the jobs that you might get, it would happen by chance. May not happen by choice. Everybody is not Cristiano Ronaldo who was clear in his head from the age 12 that he wanted to play football. But yes, every time is a good time. And we have the power of decision. So what is choice? What do I want to do? Or what do I love to do? मेरा दिल क्या बोलता है, मुझे क्या पसंद है, वो मुझे करना है. ठीक है, मैं MBA कर रहा हूँ, अच्छी बात है, मैं नॉलेज मिल रही है, because this is going to be required in all walks of life. जो भी आप सीख रहे हैं ये आपको काम आने वाली है. मैंने जो कॉलेज में सीखा वो मुझे आज भी काम आ रही है. आगे आपका करियर चूज करना है आपको. Let's say some of you want to become a singer. Some of you want to become a great chef. Some of you want to be a guitarist. Some of you want to be a cricketer. Some of you want to be a coach or consultant like me. But do we get to choose what we really want to? Now, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to take your permission here. Maybe 2 minutes, not more than that. और उसमें अपनी लाइफ की छोटी सी कहानी बताऊंगा आपको कि मैं कहाँ से हूँ, कैसे आया दिल्ली में, और मैं कैसे, how did I move from chance to choice? Do I have your permission? Again, unfortunately, I will have to end the presentation to see your responses. I personally feel a perfect example of a chance is the story of MS Dhoni. Of course, I'm not saying that something bad happens with a chance. Sometimes good things happens by a chance. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Go ahead. Thank you so much, all of amazing people. There are so many of you amazing. I mean, I start taking the name. Probably I would take the name for an hour. So I'll go back to the presentation again. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Okay. So, guys, I belong to a very humble family. So, I remember I was born in a very small village in uh, district Amethi, which is politically very famous, by the way. All of you might know that Gandhis and those Smriti Irani and all those. So I'm from there, and so my family background was as such that my grandfather was I think he flunked in fourth. My father was a 10th failure. My uncle was a 9th failure. And in female population, nobody was educated. No one was educated. And the psychology was behind that everybody wants to go to field and work. I'm not saying that working in field is bad, but that was their thought process. But it was my mom who was educated. She was born and brought up in Delhi, and somehow there was a conflict between my mom and my grandfather. My grandfather wanted me to work in field as good as everybody in the hometown, but my mom wanted me to study and do something big in life. And this was one of the biggest conflict between two, because my grandfather wanted X and my mother wanted Y. So of course I was a kid, so I had you know, no power to take decisions, to choice. Whatever life threw at me, I accepted that wholeheartedly. You would you'd be shocked and surprised to know that one day, when I was age 7, by the way, by this time I did not go to school. When I was age 7, one of the neighbor came to my house and she said that, why don't you get this guy admitted to school? He's now 7. He's not even going to school. My mother was powerless. As you know, those joint families, the females are not so powerful. Somehow, after that scold, my grandfather enrolled me into the first standard in a nearby school. But when I started going to school, he will always taunt my mom that, why don't you send him to the field? Ask him to lift weights. Ask him go to the field. You just keep him, make him study all the time. Will he not work? And this conflict has arisen to a level where one day my grandfather asked us, my family, to stay away from the family. He ousted us. He said that just go away. I can't fund your education. I can't fund your lifestyle. And I remember at that time, my father was just earning 5,000 rupees in Saudi Arabia. He was a very low waged worker. And we were moneyless, clueless, homeless, had nothing. At that time, I was 14. So my Nanaji had a small home in nearby, hometown. And he said to my mom that, why can't you just shift there? Because that house is again empty. There's no one there. Just go there. And I had to take admission in 9th standard. And I was the eldest son out of 3 siblings. And I had all the responsibilities of home chores, managing my education, doing everything, managing family. And I remember my mom would stitch the clothes of other to fund my education. मेरे पास कभी बुक्स नहीं होती थी और मैं रात में चिराग में वो लालटेन नहीं होती थी यूपी में तो उसमें पढ़ता था मैं. And life was very miserable, but we were enjoying because we had a freedom by that time. Now, when I came to Delhi in 2006, again, so far, whatever has happened by chance, because our life was very miserable. Now, when I came to Delhi in 2006, so of course, I had no roadmap, no success, no goals, nothing, no one to guide. The only thing that I had was I had the strong desire to do something bigger in life. I wanted to be successful for only one reason. I wanted to see my mom doing well, my family doing well. I could support them financially, and I could at least raise and uplift from that miserable level to at least something respectful. Now, ladies and gentlemen, sorry guys, just let me put this phone on silent mode. So I remember I got my first job in the institute where I was studying. And that was my first job of 6,500 rupees. I was on cloud nine. It happened to me by chance. I was on cloud nine that, oh my God, I got the first job, 6,500 rupees. And with my first salary, I bought the Nokia 3300 phone for my mom. Because whenever I used to call to her, I used to call to somebody else's house and she would run from my house to somebody else's house to attend my phone call. Sometime it would cut in between and sometime it would be disappointment. So I remember I bought the phone with my first salary. Ladies and gentlemen, life went on. I got selected into multinational organizations. But in 2018, something happened. Something happened. As it happens with most of the people, maybe when you will go into corporate, you would realize this. आपको भी एहसास होगा कि यार अब क्या यार आगे क्या? I started making good salary. I was doing good. But I asked this question to myself. Is this a life and lifestyle that I want? The answer was no. Then I said, what can I do? That was one of the confusing state in the period of my time. I mean, of myself, of my life. And fortunately, one thing happened. I was selected in a team of 15 people out of 600 people who were supposed to go through a training of 6 months. And during that training, we were supposed to learn project management, stakeholder management, and all of the things. And after a successful completion of the training, we had a choice and a freedom to choose wherever you want to fit in, wherever you want to go. I could sense something because after that training got completed, doesn't really matter what skill I have learned, but I have learned one of the big lessons of life. And that was, you are the best project that you can ever work on. It doesn't really matter कि आप लाइफ के किस प्रोजेक्ट पे काम कर रहे हैं, बट आप जिंदगी के सबसे महत्वपूर्ण प्रोजेक्ट खुद हैं. आप कितना इन्वेस्ट करते हैं अपने आप में, आप अपने माइंड सेट में, स्किल सेट में, अपनी एजुकेशन में कितना इन्वेस्ट करते हैं मैटर करता है. अपनी हेल्थ में कितना इन्वेस्ट करते हैं आप, अपनी रिलेशनशिप में कितना इन्वेस्ट करते हैं आप, अपनी पीस ऑफ माइंड में कितना इन्वेस्ट करते हैं, matters a lot. That was one of the big lessons that I have received from that training. And ladies and gentlemen, from there on, my journey of choices started. I started to question every decision of my life. What do I want to do? Job तो मैं कर ही रहा हूँ. इसके अलावा क्या? Everybody does a job. What else can I do? What else can I do to contribute to the society? I remember that actually helped me to start my YouTube channel. Then I started doing the podcast. I'm still doing the podcast. Today, I did the 47th episode with someone. Then I started coaching people on mindset and communication and leadership. I started coaching and consulting the companies. And ladies and gentlemen, you know what has happened? I started doing what I truly loved. I never knew by 2018 that I was born to help, born to make an impact in this world. So ladies and gentlemen, in these 3 to 4 minutes, thank you so much for providing me time to, talk about my story and how did I move from chance to choice. Choices when you do what you want to do, what you love to do. And as one of my mentors says, that the definition of success is doing whatever you want, whenever you want, however you want, and with whom you want. That's the true definition of success. That's a state of freedom, man. So that's how I moved from chance to choice. And ladies and gentlemen, it's a very funny picture of mine. As you can see, this guy tilted with a handkerchief at the back of the collar. This was me when I came to Delhi. This was me. And some of my friend and college friend and school friend बोलते हैं यार तौसीफ तू तो बिल्कुल बदल गया यार. तू लगता ही नहीं कि हुआ. This is a Tauseef Hasan by chance. And this is Tauseef Hasan by choice in front of you guys. And guys, I'm not sharing this story just to boast or just to, just talk about my achievements, but I just want to give you a perspective. Because you can also move from chance to choice. This ends this section of 5 minutes, and I would like to quickly move on to communication as a way of life. But here, before I go on, I have a question for you. And I would like to ask you, what is your perspective onto this? And I will relate this with the project management. Now, how many of you feel? So, of course, the communication is broadly divided into these three categories, as you can see on the screen. पहला spoken होता है, tone of voice होता है जिसको हम vocal variety बोलते हैं, और body language होती है. Now, मेरा क्वेश्चन जो आप लोगों से है वो ये है कि what do you think? Spoken language, tone of voice and body language. इन तीनों को क्या परसेंटेज आप देना चाहोगे? How would you bifurcate with the amount of percentage? What percentage would you like to associate with all these three? I want you to put into the comment section and let's have a fun. जब तक आप आंसर कर रहे हो मैं एक ग्लास में थोड़ा पानी पी लेता हूँ. I'd like to stop my screen and see what is the percentage that you're giving to each category. Okay. Mohammed Faizan is saying 50. Oh my God, some of the claps I have received. Thank you so much for the love, guys. I really appreciate. I hope you could connect with the story. Really inspiring, really inspiring. Thank you so much. Congress, hometown. Okay, let me come to the... Faizan is saying 50, 30, 20. Okay. 33 for all. Mehal बोलती मुझे इतना दिमाग पे काम नहीं करना, सबको बराबर बांट दो. श्रुति गर्ग 30, Harshit 50, 20, 25, 25. Okay. Prince Raj 33%. Aditya Aman 25. Shlok Jaiswal is saying 20, 40, 40. Okay. Spoken language को बहुत लोग महत्वपूर्ण समझ रहे हैं, which is absolutely fine. Equal percentage to each category. Khushbu, thank you so much. Vaibhav Jaiswal 60, 20, 20. Nishit, sorry I'm mispronouncing your name again and again. 30, 20, 50. Sukhami Bhardwaj is saying body language 50, tone of voice 30, spoken language 20, fine. 40, 40, 20 is Shweta. Sumit 60, 30, 10. Mohammed Junaid 50, 30, 20. And Shlok Mehta 40, 30, 30. And finally, Vaishnavi Bhardwaj is saying 40, 20, 20. Now, if you look at this percentage, most of you are giving the weightage to spoken language, which is spoken part. And most of you are like equally divided. And some of you are giving weightage to non-spoken part, which is non-verbal language. And I personally feel that, I can relate to this, because when I was asked this question, I was also the same guy as you, because I said that I would say that it is equally. So, ladies and gentlemen, let me show you what is the percentage of spoken, tone of voice, and body language. As you can see in front of your screen, you'll be surprised to know this, that let me just put this into a presentation mode. This is causing me a bit of... I'm sorry, guys, I have to start this again and again. Okay, so communication is amalgamation of these three things. But can you believe? Your mind will be blown. So this study was done by Albert Mehrabian. He was an Iranian professor who said कि यार communication में जो बोलने वाला part है ना वो तो 7% है, which you can say as a content. Spoken word सिर्फ 7% है. 38 plus 55, which is almost 93%, is non-spoken language. So the 93% of part of communication is not even what we speak, what we say. Then how come in the world we are just chasing how to speak better? We are not even thinking how to appear better, how to present yourself better, how to have a good hand and eye coordination, how to smile whenever it is required, how to use your facial expression, how to use the eye contact, how to use the shoulders. Are you slouching or are you having the normal position? How to using your leg, how you're claiming space, and everything. We don't even work on that. And to be honest, it's a God's honest truth. I do a lot of Instagram live. 8,000-9,000 people are connected. And whenever I do the live session, everybody asks this single question. Sir, how can I communicate better? How can I speak better? How can I speak better flawlessly? I say to them, absolutely fine, you can do that and you should do that. But even before you speak better, think about what to do when you don't speak. Because your body speak when you don't speak. Your body speak even before you utter a single word of your mouth. So we came to know that your body language and your vocal variety is more important than your spoken words. Just wanted to give you this little bit perspective. I wanted to go deep into this, but of course, our topic is project management. Just wanted to share this with you. So before you even work on your spoken language, work on your body language, which is more important. How you present yourself is more important than how you speak in early setup. Once once you consciously do well in terms of body language and vocal variety, you can later on decide about this. And ladies and gentlemen, I want your permission here. I'll just take 1 minute and talk about a small story. How did I transform my communication? Maybe it will give you a little bit of perspective. And then I will head start right into project management. So, guys, I don't want to turn off this screen and watch your chat, because I know you guys are supporting me and you guys are putting yes, 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 yes. Otherwise I don't want to waste your time, to be honest. So year 2015-16, I was responsible for setting up a business. There was a process, and I was responsible to hire people, recruit people, design the training, and then give the on-job training and give the training to everyone, and then take them to the production floor and then make that business successful. And one day, one of my boss's boss, when your boss comes to you, it's very natural, because we get to interact with each other at a normal pace, maybe frequently in a day. But you usually do not expect that your boss's boss is coming to you. And ladies and gentlemen, when his boss was coming in, he was the AVP, Assistant Vice President. I had some questions in my mind, like why he's coming to me. I never spoken to him, but I saw him that he's the head of the process. He said, Tauseef, can you pick your laptop and come along with me? I said, okay. I took my laptop and just followed the suit. And he started moving to some executive lounge areas within the company where I have never gone into. And of course, I didn't even have the access to that area. He took me, he said, just follow me. I kept going. And then he entered into a big boardroom meeting. And I was already a little bit nervous. And I knew something is going to happen, but I was not sure. And when I entered that room, I saw that there was a marketing president, there was a senior executive, and some other person, 3-4 people. And they were the friends of my boss's boss. And I opened my laptop, and as soon as I said, marketing president asked me 3 to 4 questions. Guess what? I was not able to utter a single word. I had everything in my mind. I knew what to speak, but I was so frightened. That I could not speak a single word. You can imagine the reaction of your manager. He looked at my face. He knew that I was nervous. And he said, Tauseef, okay, you may go. I'll speak to you later. Can imagine the things that I was talking to myself, the level of stress that I had at that time. I took my laptop, and when I was walking back from there, when I was walking out of that meeting room, I was talking to myself that, man, my promotion was due. Why the hell I could not speak? Why the hell the fear gripped me completely? Why did that happen? Was that the fact that I became very conscious because I had some people who were like higher in authority? Or was it something else? I was not that poor communicator, but there was some problem. And ladies and gentlemen, I decided to fix that. I decided that I will fix it. They say that there is an icing on the cake. A few days after that incident, my promotion was due. And I overheard one of my boss's boss saying that सब कुछ तो ठीक है बस ये बोलता नहीं है. Ladies and gentlemen, that shook my soul because I was expecting a promotion and I knew that I will get it. But I was expecting the promotion from the person who said this thing that सब कुछ तो ठीक है बोलता नहीं है. Ladies and gentlemen, I was absolutely shattered. But I decided that day that I will take this as a constructive criticism, as a constructive feedback. This criticism, I would not take it negatively. I will take it. I will collect the stones and I will build the castle. That's what I decided. And ladies and gentlemen, from there, that day on, I invested in myself lakhs of rupees. I enrolled into multiple international programs. I went publicly. I exposed myself completely to the experiences. Because one of my mentors said that, Tauseef, if other people's behavior, if you let other people's behavior start dictating your future, then you will never grow in life. But if you open yourself to the experiences, despite thinking what others think of you, you will grow. And I followed that formula. And I'm not saying that I'm a good communicator, but I see myself that I can communicate to anyone, anywhere, anyhow. That was a small success that I wanted to share with you with a failure. And that's how I improved my communication. But it was very beneficial because who knew that I was going to work as a project manager? Project management was something that required a great communication skill. So ladies and gentlemen, I would like to move on to our next topic, which is the core of webinar. I'm sorry I've taken a lot of time, but I just wanted to connect everything to you. I just wanted this piece to make sense to you. And you're able to relate with my story and the story that I've shared with you. Now, before I move on, I would like to ask this question to you because this is very fundamental and very important. How many of you knows what is project management? Just share your definition. What do you know about the project management, or what is project? Just talk about what is project. I would like to ask you, what is project? So I'm just waiting for your comment. I know where you guys are typing. And if some of you can just turn on the camera, because now I can see you, because when I was watching the presentation, I could not see you. Just turn on your camera. I just want to see your beautiful faces. And meanwhile, I want you to type what is project is a theme. Mohammad Faizan, thank you so much for always topping up. Sahil is saying planning the path to achieve a goal. Thank you so much, Sahil. Really appreciate it. And what else? Planning to path. Okay, Sahil. A task appointed to work on, leading the work of a team for achieving the project goals, leading the team, planning and execution. Wow, some of you already are a project manager. Looks like an organized and planned task. Okay, very good. Khushi. Varun, thank you so much. Shaurya Sharma, leading the team. Leading the team is leadership, but of course we require leadership skills. हमें leadership skill की जरूरत होती है project management में. A task we work upon to achieve productive outcomes. Sukhmani, thank you so much for correcting me, Sukhmani. And Shruti saying an organized plan. Sneha Mishra is saying executing the plans in an organized way. Fantastic. Shivangi saying planning in an organized manner to achieve the goal. Of course. I mean, if I go ahead and combine all of this knowledge that you guys have shared, I can make a beautiful definition of project management. मैं एक अच्छी डेफिनेशन प्रोजेक्ट मैनेजमेंट की बना सकता हूं जो आप लोगों ने शेयर किया. प्रोजेक्ट इज प्लानिंग समथिंग फॉर अचीविंग अ पर्टिकुलर ऑब्जेक्टिव. खुशबू पांडे, वेल सेड. Shrishti, a planned undertaking. Parul, work in team in an organized way. Of course. जैसा कि मैंने पहले बोला था, आप लोग मेरा काम आसान करने वाले हैं because you guys know so many things. Thank you so much. And I'm sure that you will be able to relate to it. And I would like to take your feedback and give me honest feedback. अच्छा बुरा जो भी आपको लगा हो, just share how this session went so far. Just type yes, went well, bulb on, any aha moment, anything. Just share your comment, because that will give me the energy, because the amount of energy that I will be able to give it to you, it will come from you. It will come from your comment. Amazing, awesome, sir, great, sir. Thank you so much for Shloka, Vishaka. My God, thanks a lot. I mean, this will make sure that for remaining half an hour, I have the due energy to talk and share my knowledge with all of you guys. Wonderful session, informative session, amazing, interesting, really inspiring, sir. Shaurya, thank you so much. Tanisha, Piyush, Nishit, Vaibhav, all of you amazing people. Thank you so much. Okay, now the most significant part of this session, I can relate to a lot of things with your session. It's going fantastic. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. Entrepreneurship Cell. Thank you so much, man. I don't know your name, but I would love to meet you once. Fatima, Rishi, Parul, Shivangi Singh, thank you so much for the hearts and the fire. I want the fire emoji from all of you guys. There has to be a fire and energy. Shivangi Singh, thank you so much. Really appreciate the heart and the fire and the smiley. That fire, man. Lots of fire going on. I'm scared of getting burned. Thank you so much, guys. Really appreciate. Let me move on to the presentation. Your emotional approach at explaining things was really cool. Thank you so much, Sukhmani, for the great feedback. I really appreciate it. Now let me move on to another interesting part of what we want to discuss specifically today, because of course this was a theme, but I would say, and I'm just looking for a small apology from all the organizers, because I wanted to specifically talk about project management, but I think I had a small conversation with Odita, and I said that I would, share something of this type, mindset and the communication, and then come to project management, because I want this to make sense to you. If I would have just talked about project management, only a skill part, maybe you would have not been able to relate to me. So I just wanted to make an apology in case if I have taken more time onto that piece early on. Okay, so why project management? अगर आप में से कुछ ऐसे लोग जो ये सोच रहे हैं इस वक्त that कि मुझे एक प्रोजेक्ट मैनेजर बनना है और बहुत अच्छे पैसे कमाने हैं, लेट मी टेल यू, प्रोजेक्ट मैनेजर की हर जगह डिमांड है, हर जगह, एंड आई वुड प्रूव दिस टू यू. प्रोजेक्ट मैनेजमेंट मार्केट साइज, सबसे पहले मार्केट साइज पे आते हैं. करंट मार्केट साइज इज $5.4 billion worldwide, and which is expected to grow 100%, and it will go to $9.4 billion in 2026, in just 5 years. One reason that this industry is going to grow, it gives us confidence that yes, I can take a bet. I can also become a project manager. It's not something that is the market is going to go down or something is going to go wrong if I choose this career as a project management. Project management practices are globally accepted. See, I would like to explain this in detail, but I just want you to understand this bit only, that this project management is adopted by every organization in the world. Every organization, almost every organization. Need for project management has risen, and I will share why the need for project management has grown in all the organizations across the world. I will talk about it. Every sector in industry wants to adopt project management. I will talk about it because of course with project management there is something that you create as a unique. जब भी आप project कर रहे होते हो तो कुछ ना कुछ आप unique बनाना चाहते हैं, इसलिए आप project करते हैं. And I would, don't worry, मैं ऐसे आपको समझा दूंगा ना कि everything will start making sense to you. Just be a little bit patient. And I know this thing a little bit boring because the statistics, it doesn't excite me, so I can also understand that it might be boring to you, but again, I mean, I have to share this to connect everything to you. Every project is unique in nature. It delivers unique product and service. इतना समझ लीजिए, जैसे ऑपरेशंस होता है, ऑपरेशंस में हमेशा काम चलता रहता है. जैसे असेंबली लाइन, कारें बन रही हैं, कारें बनती जा रही हैं, 100, 1000, 2000 जितनी रिक्वायरमेंट बनती जा रही है, वो ऑपरेशन है. बट प्रोजेक्ट कि एक कार का डिजाइन चेंज करना है, जो वो कारें बननी है उसमें से हमें डिजाइन चेंज करना है, तो इसका एक प्रोजेक्ट होगा, उसकी प्लानिंग होगी, बिकॉज प्रोजेक्ट इज ऑलवेज अ वे टू इंट्रोड्यूस अ चेंज. हमेशा जब किसी चीज में चेंज लाना होता है तब हम उस पर प्रोजेक्ट मैनेजमेंट प्रैक्टिसेस अप्लाई करते हैं. वो कैसे करते हैं वो आगे बात करेंगे. It offers to learn something new every day. One of the fundamental reasons why I chose project management as a career, because one of my value and belief is that I am a lifelong student. I want to learn every day till the last day of my life. And with project, you have a huge opportunity because every project has a start date, every project has a specific end date, and once the project finishes, you move on to the different project. And every project comes with a new learning, new challenges, and new set of horizons. तो learning बहुत ज़्यादा है project management. अगर आप एक अच्छे लीडर बनना चाहते हैं, कम्युनिकेटर बनना चाहते हैं, प्रॉब्लम सॉल्वर बनना चाहते हैं, प्रोजेक्ट मैनेजमेंट इज फॉर यू। प्रोजेक्ट मैनेजमेंट इज अ वे ऑफ टू इंट्रोड्यूस चेंज, जो मैंने पहले ही डिस्कस कर लिया। ऑफ कोर्स हेल्प्स यू टू ग्रो प्रोफेशनल स्किल्स। मेरी जो अगली स्लाइड है उस पे आप इस लास्ट पॉइंट से कनेक्ट कर पाएंगे कि यार प्रोफेशनल स्किल्स कौन कौन सी हैं और प्रोजेक्ट मैनेजर एक जो होता है उसको कौन कौन सी स्किल्स चाहिए होती हैं। ओके, लेट मी हैव अ सिप ऑफ वाटर प्लीज। और आप भी पानी ले सकते हैं, कुछ खा सकते हैं, आराम से बैठे हैं बैकग्राउंड में, कोई दिक्कत नहीं है। So a successful project manager must have these skills apart from technical skills. देखो प्रोजेक्ट मैनेजमेंट में की इंडस्ट्री क्या है, जैसे क्लाउड में है प्रोजेक्ट मैनेजमेंट, ऑयल एंड गैस में है प्रोजेक्ट मैनेजमेंट, इंडस्ट्री बता रहा हूँ, हेल्थ केयर में प्रोजेक्ट मैनेजमेंट होता है, ठीक है, फाइनेंशियल सेक्टर में प्रोजेक्ट मैनेजमेंट होता है, टेलीकॉम में प्रोजेक्ट मैनेजमेंट होता है, क्वालिटी में प्रोजेक्ट मैनेजमेंट होता है। दुनिया की जितनी भी इंडस्ट्रीज और सेक्टर्स होते हैं हर जगह पे प्रोजेक्ट मैनेजमेंट होता है। तो जो आपकी स्किल होती है वो इंडस्ट्री के हिसाब से, जैसे मैं एक टेलीकॉम प्रोजेक्ट मैनेजर हूँ, आई वर्क फॉर अ रॉयल बैंक ऑफ स्कॉटलैंड, दे आर माई क्लाइंट। तो टेलीकॉम की स्किल थोड़ी होनी चाहिए, नेटवर्किंग की स्किल होनी चाहिए। अगर मैं क्लाउड में होता तो मुझे क्लाउड की स्किल होनी चाहिए थी। अगर मैं एफएमसीजी में होता तो मुझे फूड की अच्छी नॉलेज होनी चाहिए थी। अगर मैं ऑयल एंड गैस में होता तो मुझे एनर्जी सेक्टर की अच्छी नॉलेज होनी चाहिए थी। अगर मैं फाइनेंस में होता प्रोजेक्ट मैनेजर तो मुझे फाइनेंस की नॉलेज होनी चाहिए। बट इन सब सारी चीजों में एक चीज कॉमन है, प्रैक्टिस ऑफ प्रोजेक्ट मैनेजमेंट। इसीलिए प्रोजेक्ट मैनेजमेंट इज सो वाइडली एक्सेप्टेड अक्रॉस द वर्ल्ड। अगर आप प्रोजेक्ट मैनेजमेंट सर्टिफाइड हैं तो आप किसी भी इंडस्ट्री में काम कर सकते हैं, आप भूखे नहीं बैठेंगे। आप भूखे नहीं बैठेंगे, दिस इज फॉर श्योर। ओके, सो कौन सी ऐसी प्रोफेशनल स्किल्स हैं जो एक प्रोजेक्ट मैनेजमेंट के पास, मैनेजर के पास होनी चाहिए। देखिए मैंने कम्युनिकेशन और नेगोशिएशन स्किल सबसे टॉप पे रखी। आई केप्ट दिस एज अ प्रायोरिटी। इफ यू डोंट नो हाउ टू कम्युनिकेट वेल, you cannot be a successful project manager. Communication can be in written, maybe, or email, maybe verbal, maybe in some form of dashboard. It can be in any form, but unless you know how to communicate well, मतलब थोड़ा सा काम चलाने वाली भी है ना तब भी चल जाएगा, बट अगर आप कम्युनिकेशन, इफ यू डोंट नो हाउ टू स्पीक वेल, देन इट इज गोइंग टू बी अ चैलेंज। बट बाय द वे, not being able to speak should not be the hurdle to learn project management, because speaking is something that is again a skill. You can learn this at any point in time. As you can see me speaking flawlessly in front of you, I was someone who learned ABCD from 6th standard. I can communicate well, so you can also communicate well. So you need to have communication skill. Second, leadership skill. Believe me or not, everybody is a leader. कोई जरूरी नहीं कि ऑफिस में ही जाके आप लीडरशिप स्किल करें, बट अगर आप घर पे हैं, कॉलेज में हैं, और अगर आपके पास 4-5 लोग हैं तो आप भी एक लीडर हैं। So leadership skills is very must. Of course, when you will move to the project management and corporate, you will have to learn a little bit of, like you will have a more structured approach of leadership. तो वो आप करेंगे। And the third skill, planning and organizing. जैसा कि आप, खुशबू और निशित और सुखमती, कई लोगों ने बोला कि प्लानिंग और ऑर्गेनाइजिंग स्किल जो होती है वो प्रोजेक्ट मैनेजमेंट में चाहिए होती है। तो ऑफ कोर्स यू गाइस वेर एब्सोल्युटली करेक्ट। काफी लोगों ने बोला, मुझे सबका नाम नहीं याद आ रहा, बट काफी लोगों ने बोला। टाइम मैनेजमेंट, as you guys know, time is equal to money. If you know how to manage your time well, प्रोजेक्ट मैनेजमेंट में टाइम मैनेजमेंट बहुत ही इंपॉर्टेंट होता है, क्योंकि प्रोजेक्ट मैनेजमेंट एक टाइम पे स्टार्ट होता है और एक स्पेसिफिक टाइम पे एंड होता है। तो आपको टाइम को मैनेज करना अच्छा आना चाहिए। तो टाइम मैनेजमेंट इज अ मस्ट। प्रॉब्लम सॉल्विंग, सी वी आर सराउंडेड बाय प्रॉब्लम्स, हमारे चारों तरफ प्रॉब्लम्स हैं, बट क्या हम प्रॉब्लम को प्रॉब्लम की तरह देखते हैं या हम प्रॉब्लम को अपॉर्चुनिटीज की तरह देखते हैं? अगर हम प्रॉब्लम को प्रॉब्लम की तरह देखते हैं तो हम प्रॉब्लम से दूर भागेंगे, हम प्रॉब्लम को सॉल्व नहीं करेंगे। बट अगर हम प्रॉब्लम को अपॉर्चुनिटीज की तरह देखते हैं तो वी विल मेक आवर हैंड्स डर्टी। हम कूद जाएंगे उसमें और देखेंगे यार प्रॉब्लम क्या है, लेट मी सॉल्व दिस। पर अगर प्रॉब्लम को प्रॉब्लम की तरह देखते हो, दूर भागते हो, तो प्रोजेक्ट मैनेजमेंट नहीं बन सकते हो, क्योंकि प्रोजेक्ट में बहुत सारे ऐसे अनसर्टेनिटीज होती हैं, रिस्क होते हैं जो आपको मिटिगेट करने होते हैं। और वो तब कर पाओगे जब आपका माइंडसेट ऐसा है कि यार ये प्रॉब्लम नहीं है, इट्स एन अपॉर्चुनिटी। एक मेरा मेंटर बोलता है कि the amount of success you will get in your life is directly proportional to the amount of problems that you will solve in your life. लाइक रेड बस कैसे हुआ? आपको सबको पता है रेड बस की स्टोरी क्या है। एक जो इंसान था वो खड़ा था रोड पे, उसकी बस निकल गई और उसका कुछ बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट असाइनमेंट्स थे वो छूट गए। प्रॉब्लम, उसने सोचा यार ऐसे मिलियंस ऑफ लोगों की होम टाउन में और रिमोट एरियाज में बस छूट जाती होंगी, तो यार इस प्रॉब्लम को कैसे सॉर्ट आउट कर सकता हूँ जिससे लोगों की प्रॉब्लम खत्म हो जाए। उसने रेड बस ऐप बना ली, मल्टी बिलियन डॉलर कंपनी। उसने क्या किया, एक प्रॉब्लम को एड्रेस किया। ओयो रूम एक प्रॉब्लम थी यार, उसने प्रॉब्लम सॉल्व की, एंड ही इज अ बिलियनियर, रितेश अग्रवाल। So again, I would quote that word: the amount of success that you will get in your life is directly proportional to the amount of problem that you will solve. So become a problem solver. Risk management, as I mentioned, you should be able to foresee. आप दूर से ही देख के बता दे कि यार क्या क्या रिस्क इसमें हो सकते हैं, और वो ब्रेन स्टॉर्मिंग्स होते हैं। आप अकेले रिस्क को नहीं पहचान सकते, आपके साथ एक टीम होगी जो कि आपके साथ बैठेगी और उस चीज पे प्लानिंग करेगी, उसमें क्या क्या रिस्क होते हैं। जब when there will be 2 3 4 5 minds together, they will brainstorm, then they will be able to identify the list of risk and then propose a plan कि उस रिस्क के अगेंस्ट मैं क्या प्लान करूं ताकि वो रिस्क इशू ना बने, वो रिस्क मिटिगेट हो जाए और मेरा प्रोजेक्ट सक्सेसफुली कंप्लीट हो। I gave you the reasons to choose a project manager. Now let's understand what is project. Okay, believe it or not, you too are a project manager. मैंने ये लाइन क्यों लिखी यहाँ पे? क्योंकि हम सारे प्रोजेक्ट मैनेजर हैं, बट अभी हम अनकॉन्शियस प्रोजेक्ट मैनेजर हैं। कैसे? स्कूल कॉलेज आए थे तो एक खर्चा लगना था, ऑफ कोर्स वी प्री डिटरमिन्ड द अमाउंट ऑफ फंड दैट विल बी रिक्वायर्ड फॉर अ कॉलेज। रूम का रेंट कितना होगा, बुक्स और एजुकेशन में कितना लगेगा, खाने पीने में कितना लगेगा, रिक्रिएशन कुछ फन होगा उसमें कितना पैसा लगेगा। तो कहीं ना कहीं हम एक माइंड में एक बजट बनाते हैं। प्रोजेक्ट मैनेजमेंट का भी काम होता है बजट बनाना, और कहीं ना कहीं हम पहले से प्लान कर रहे होते हैं। प्रोजेक्ट मैनेजर का भी काम होता है प्लान करना। उसके बाद जब हम कॉलेज के दौरान जब हमारी पढ़ाई हो रही होती है तो हम क्या कर रहे होते हैं, चीजों को जो हमने प्लान बनाया था और जो हमने बजट तैयार किया था, अब उस बजट को हम खर्च कर रहे हैं। हम क्या कर रहे हैं, एग्जीक्यूट कर रहे हैं। तो हम एग्जीक्यूशन कर रहे हैं। जब हमारी पढ़ाई खत्म हो गई और हम सक्सेसफुली ग्रेजुएट हो गए और हमारा करियर लॉन्च होने जा रहा है, तो हमने क्लोज कर दिया उसको। यू आर ए प्रोजेक्ट मैनेजर, बट हु आर प्रोफेशनल प्रोजेक्ट मैनेजर? कोई डिफरेंस नहीं है। वी जस्ट गिव अ स्ट्रक्चर टू प्रोफेशनल प्रोजेक्ट मैनेजर्स। और ये 2-3 चीजें होती हैं जो मैं बताऊंगा आपको। आई विल इंश्योर दैट इट इज एब्सोल्युटली विविड एंड क्लियर इन योर हेड। सो पहले तो ये समझ लो, आप सारे प्रोजेक्ट मैनेजर हो, सबको प्रोजेक्ट मैनेजमेंट आता है। अगर आप प्रोजेक्ट मैनेजमेंट का करियर चूज भी ना करें प्रोफेशनली ना, तो अगर आप सर्टिफिकेशन करते हैं ना, तो आप अपने लाइफ के सारे प्रोजेक्ट बहुत अच्छे से कर लेंगे। यू विल बी अ ग्रेट प्रोजेक्ट मैनेजर। अभी जैसे मैं अपने रूफ टॉप पे अपना स्टूडियो बनवा रहा हूँ। आई प्लान एवरीथिंग, आई डिसाइडेड कितना बजट लगेगा, कितना मटेरियल कितना आएगा, कितना उसमें पैसा लगेगा, कितने टाइम में क्लोज होगा। आई वॉज डूइंग प्रोजेक्ट मैनेजमेंट। सो लेट मी मूव ऑन। व्हाट इज प्रोजेक्ट? सो अगर मैं डेफिनेशन वाइज जाऊँ ना, तो a project is a combination of activities which are carried out to deliver a specific product or service. मुझे पता है क्या फीलिंग आ रही है। Tell me the definition of machine, वो 3 इडियट वाली और वो चतुर चालू हो जाता है। तो मैं वो नहीं जानना चाहता। आई जस्ट वांट टू गिव यू द पर्सपेक्टिव कि प्रोजेक्ट होता क्या है, जो कि मैंने आपको बता दिया कि यू टू आर ए प्रोजेक्ट मैनेजर। बट एक डेफिनेशन रखना बनता था, बिकॉज आई वांटेड टू मेक यू अंडरस्टैंड टेक्निकली। कुछ लोग टेक्निकली भी होते हैं तो उनको भी केटर करना जरूरी होता है। ओके, एग्जाम्पल ऑफ प्रोजेक्ट्स इन पर्सनल लाइफ। जो मैंने बिल्डिंग हाउस, अगर आप घर बनाते हैं तो यू आर डूइंग ए प्रोजेक्ट मैनेजमेंट। कुकिंग ए डिश फॉर लार्ज नंबर ऑफ पीपल। आपके घर पे गेस्ट आए हुए हैं, सब लोग बड़े एक्साइटेड हैं, मम्मी पापा बोल रहे हैं आज चिकन लेके आओ, ये सामान लेके आओ और वेज में कुछ लेके आओ, आज सब कुछ बनने वाला है, कुछ मीठा खट्टा सब कुछ। प्रोजेक्ट कर रहे हैं, पैसा लगना है उसमें, प्लानिंग कर रहे हैं। उसके बाद डिश क्लियर रेडी हो गई, सबने खा लिया, प्रोजेक्ट फिनिश्ड। प्रोजेक्ट मैनेजमेंट। सब लोग बोलते हैं इतना इजी होता तो फिर सभी ना कर लेते, बट आई विल मेक इट इजी फॉर यू टू अंडरस्टैंड एट लीस्ट। पासिंग आउट एन एग्जाम, आप यहाँ से पासिंग आउट एन एग्जाम इज ऑल्सो प्रोजेक्ट। बहुत कुछ प्रिपरेशन करनी होती है इसके लिए आपको। रेनोवेटिंग ए किचन, प्रोजेक्ट मैनेजमेंट। प्रोड्यूसिंग ए मूवी जो बनती है भाई, प्रोजेक्ट मैनेजमेंट होता है उसमें कंप्लीट, उसमें प्रोजेक्ट मैनेजर्स हायर किए जाते हैं, बजट रेडी होता है, सेट रेडी होता है, कितना पैसा कहाँ पे लगना है, हीरो कितना पैसा लेगा, हीरोइन कितना पैसा लेगी, और सारी चीजें, लोकेशन पे जाएंगे, क्या रेंट होगा किस किन चीजों को, बहुत सारी चीजें होती हैं। प्रोड्यूसिंग मूवी, मूवी बन गई, आ गई, प्रोजेक्ट कंप्लीटेड। ओके, सो व्हाट इज प्रोजेक्ट? आई होप कि अब इतना तो एटलीस्ट समझ गए होंगे कि यार प्रोजेक्ट होता क्या है। जिसको बिल्कुल भी नहीं पता था उसको थोड़ा सा पर्सपेक्टिव मिला होगा कि यार प्रोजेक्ट होता क्या है। एंड आई वांट यू टू पुट इन द कमेंट सेक्शन कि डिड यू गेट अ लिटिल बिट ऑफ क्लैरिटी अबाउट द प्रोजेक्ट। इफ इट इज अ यस, आई वुड रियली रियली बी हैप्पी, बिकॉज आई वुड अंडरस्टैंड कि हाँ यार मतलब जो मैं बात कर रहा हूँ वो थोड़ा समझ में आ रहा है कि नहीं, इतने ऐसे ही बात करते चला। तो प्लीज पुट इन द कमेंट सेक्शन यस इट इज मेकिंग सेंस। आई वुड लव टू गो अहेड and see if it is making sense to you guys. Yes, yes, yes. Fire emojis, smiley. Yes, sir. Got an idea now. Thank you so much, guys. Really, really appreciate. Go ahead. I'm ready to become a project manager. Sumit Sharma, man. Great, yeah. I mean, I really loved it. Thank you so much for these amazing compliments and accolade. Really appreciate. Let me come back to presentation quickly. Okay. Why project management? What project management? We talked about, believe me or not, you're a project manager. What is the scope? What is project? We talked about it. Now, okay, this is little bit technical. मैं यहाँ पे से 2 मिनट लूंगा और आपको जो टेक्निकल, जो बेसिकली प्रोफेशनल प्रोजेक्ट मैनेजर होते हैं वो किन चीजों पे काम करते हैं और आप अपनी लाइफ से, रियल लाइफ से भी रिलेट कर पाओगे। प्रोजेक्ट मैनेजमेंट में 3 इंपॉर्टेंट चीज होती हैं, इनको बोलते हैं ट्रिपल कॉन्स्टेंट। ट्रिपल कॉन्स्टेंट क्या होते हैं? स्कोप, कॉस्ट एंड टाइम। स्कोप क्या होता है? स्कोप मतलब कि रिक्वायरमेंट क्या है, काम क्या है। अब जैसे मुझे एक घर बनाना है तो उसकी क्या रिक्वायरमेंट है, वो सारी रिक्वायरमेंट स्कोप में जाती हैं। कितने, इतनी ईंट लगेंगी, इतना सीमेंट लगेगा, इतना इसका एरिया इतना होगा, इसकी इतनी पैमाइश होगी, इसका ये कलर होगा, तो वो सारी स्पेसिफिकेशन जो होगी वो स्कोप में होगी। स्कोप का सिंपल मीनिंग ये समझ लीजिए, रिक्वायरमेंट। ओके। सेकेंड इज कॉस्ट, कितना पैसा लगेगा, यानी मुझे कितना खर्च करना पड़ेगा इस प्रोजेक्ट को चलाने पे। एंड लास्ट इज टाइम, कितना वक्त लगेगा। बिलीव मी गाइस, प्रोजेक्ट मैनेजर जो अच्छा होता है वो ऑलवेज टाइम पे प्रोजेक्ट खत्म करता है। अगर टाइम से ऊपर चला गया तो इसका मतलब उसमें पैसे ज्यादा लगना है। ऑफ कोर्स, लेट्स से टेक एन एग्जांपल, आप घर बनवा रहे हैं, आपकी लेबर नहीं आई, या लेट्स से लेबर बैठी हुई है, मटेरियल नहीं आया, तो क्या होगा? लेबर को तो पैसे दे रहे हो, अपना मटेरियल नहीं आया, सो व्हाट इज हैपनिंग? यू आर ओवर रनिंग ऑन कॉस्ट, यू आर पेइंग एक्स्ट्रा अमाउंट ऑफ मनी फॉर नथिंग बिकॉज यू डिड नॉट प्लान वेल। तो ये 3 चीजें, कॉस्ट, स्कोप, टाइम, और लास्ट में सिग्निफिकेंटली क्वालिटी। जहां जहां पे क्वालिटी की जरूरत होती है वहां पे हमें ये ध्यान रखना होता है कि यार क्वालिटी सर्विस होनी चाहिए, अदरवाइज प्रोजेक्ट का कोई फायदा नहीं है। अगर मुझे एक ग्लास बनाना है, एक ग्लास कांच का जिसमें मैं पानी पी रहा हूँ, और उसमें कस्टमर की रिक्वायरमेंट थी कि यहाँ पे शेडो होनी चाहिए, यहाँ पे थोड़ा सा हार्ड बेस होना चाहिए और इस थोड़ी सी अच्छी फिनिशिंग होनी चाहिए, बट अगर वो क्वालिटी में नहीं दे पाता हूँ तो कस्टमर हमें पैसे नहीं देगा। सिंपल सी बात है, क्योंकि हमने प्रोजेक्ट सही से किया नहीं, हमने क्वालिटी का ध्यान नहीं रखा, राइट। सो ये ट्रिपल कांस्टेंट होते हैं। उसके बाद चौथी चीज होती है क्वालिटी। तो एज ए सक्सेसफुल जब प्रोजेक्ट होता है तो एक क्वालिटी ऑफ प्रोडक्ट डिलीवर होता है, या आप सर्विस दे रहे होते हैं एज ए प्रोजेक्ट। तो यही 3-4 चीजें अमूमन होती हैं। मैं ज्यादा डीप में नहीं जाना चाहता क्योंकि हमारा ऑब्वियसली वी हैव टू बी ऑन टाइम। सो प्रोजेक्ट मैनेजमेंट की लाइफ साइकिल क्या होती है, सब ने ऑलरेडी आंसर दे दिया है। इनिशिएशन क्या होता है? एक आइडिया होता है, मुझे रूम बनवाना है, तो एक आइडिया क्या है, क्यों, रीजन क्या है उसका, यार आई हैव टू सेट अप ए स्टूडियो, ठीक है, आइडिया अच्छा है, चलो इनिशिएट करते हैं। प्लानिंग में क्या है? बजट क्या होगा, लोग, रिसोर्सेज क्या होते हैं, रिसोर्स कितना लगेगा, कॉस्ट, पैसे कितने लगेंगे, टाइम कितना होगा, राइट, एंड हु विल बी स्टार्टिंग, और टाइम कब ये स्टार्ट होगा, कब एंड होगा, वो प्लानिंग में सारा हो गया। इम्प्लीमेंटेशन इज जब मैंने सारा कुछ प्लान कर लिया तो मैं इम्प्लीमेंटेशन में गया, एंड फाइनली क्लोजिंग हो जाती है प्रोजेक्ट, राइट। नाउ एक छोटा सा होमवर्क दूंगा आप लोगों को मैं, ठीक है, जब ये बहुत ही जल्दी ये प्रेजेंटेशन में एंड करने वाला हूँ, और छोटा सा होमवर्क दूंगा आपको, और वो चीज करना, कोशिश करना जाके, एंड आई एम श्योर इट विल गिव यू सम मीनिंगफुल नॉलेज अबाउट प्रोजेक्ट मैनेजमेंट। ओके, लिंक बिटवीन प्रोजेक्ट मैनेजमेंट और कम्युनिकेशन। एक कम्युनिकेशन और प्रोजेक्ट मैनेजमेंट में क्या लिंक है? मेरा तो ये मानना है, जैसे मैंने यहाँ पे लिखा है, इस लिखे हुए को नहीं पढ़ूंगा बट मैं आपको समझाता हूँ। यू हैव टू एक्ट एज अ साउंडिंग बोर्ड। साउंडिंग बोर्ड मीन्स मेरा मेंटर बोलता था कि तौसीफ आप ना एक प्रोजेक्ट मैनेजर जो होता है एक जर्नलिस्ट होता है, जनरलिस्ट, कि मतलब वो हर जगह पे माइक लेके खड़ा होता है कि यार ये प्रॉब्लम आ रही है, लेट्स हाईलाइट इट, इस रिस्क को हम ऐसे कर सकते हैं। अगर मुझे लगता है कि यार प्रोजेक्ट हमारे हाथ से बाहर जा रहा है और पैसे एक्स्ट्रा लगेंगे, तो मैं स्पॉन्सर के पास जाऊंगा, फटाफट बोलूंगा यार नॉक नॉक, वेट, देयर इज सम प्रॉब्लम, आई नीड एक्स्ट्रा फंड्स, एंड आई विल ऑल्सो टेल देम द रीजन। ऐसे नहीं मैं वो मुंह उठा के चला जाऊंगा, मैं उसको रीजन भी बताऊंगा, यार दिस इज द प्रॉब्लम व्हिच हैज हैपेंड, आई हैव कैलकुलेटेड द रिस्क, this would be the extra budget, and this is what the amount of money which is required. So you have to be a effective communicator, जो मैं पहले भी बोल चुका हूँ। अगर प्रोजेक्ट मैनेजमेंट में कम्युनिकेशन अच्छी नहीं है तो इट कैन बी अ प्रॉब्लम। नाउ कुछ ऐसी कंपनी हो सकती है जहाँ पे गवर्नमेंट प्रोजेक्ट होते हैं, वहाँ पे इंग्लिश की जरूरत भी नहीं है यार। कम्युनिकेशन, प्लीज फॉर गॉड सेक डोंट अंडरस्टैंड इट इज नॉट एन इंग्लिश, कम्युनिकेशन इज कैन हैपन इन एनी लैंग्वेज। अगर आप हिंदी अच्छी बोलते हैं तो यू आर अ गुड कम्युनिकेटर। ये मत समझना, डोंट मिस्टेक कम्युनिकेशन विद इंग्लिश, कम्युनिकेशन इज नॉट इंग्लिश। इफ यू आर स्पीकिंग गुजराती, मराठी, अहमदाबादी, सॉरी अहमदाबादी गुजराती हुई, तमिल, पंजाबी, यूपी में अवधी, बंगाली, बिहारी, एनी लैंग्वेज, एंड इफ यू स्पीक वेल, यू आर अ गुड कम्युनिकेटर। और समय और कंपनी की रिक्वायरमेंट के हिसाब से अगर अच्छा बोल लेते हैं कोई भी लैंग्वेज, यू आर गुड टू गो एज अ प्रोजेक्ट मैनेजर। आई होप यू गॉट some good perspective onto this. Now, the last part of this webinar is how can you plan your career in project management. कुछ लोग definitely ये जो यहाँ पे अभी तक आप लोग, thank you so much all 40+ of you, जो ये आस लगा के बैठे कि यार जो ठीक है सब कुछ सुन लिया, प्रोजेक्ट मैनेजमेंट क्या होता है, क्यों जाना चाहिए, करियर कैसे बनाए प्रोजेक्ट मैनेजमेंट। लास्ट, now who all of you are excited to learn this, I want you to put in the comment section yes, fire emojis, whatever it is. I just want you to your acknowledge because you guys are giving me energy and I want you guys to learn this and I'll be happy to share this. Okay, fire. कुछ लोगों ने तो आंख भी भेज दी, thank you so much. Fire, heart, Shivangi, yes, amazing guys, thank you so much, so much Harshit, thank you so much man for this love, super excited. Shoshbu, yes sir, thank you so much, really appreciate. Let me go ahead and with some excitement share the screen again, and I'm sorry guys, I have to repeat all of this because I think something is wrong and I'm not that great technically sound person. मुझे सब कुछ वापस रिपीट करना पड़ता है, तो मुझे इसमें कुछ अरेंजमेंट करता हूँ, मैं यही कर देता हूँ. Let's have some fun with PPT. Do some dance here. Okay, finally. First point. So this is a homework that I wanted you guys to do. Do some basic study about project management. मैंने कैसे किया था? So I will share quickly how did I become a project manager. मुझे याद है मैं ऑपरेशंस में काम कर रहा था और इजी नहीं होता है कि कोई मिड करियर में आके किसी भी डोमेन से प्रोजेक्ट मैनेजमेंट में एंट्री ले ले, बहुत डिफिकल्ट होता है. अगर शुरू से आप चले गए तो बहुत अच्छी बात है, बट आई एम अ क्लासिक एग्जांपल ऑफ हाउ कैन समवन स्विच देयर रोल एंड करियर एज वेल. बिकॉज मेरा ये मानना है कि आपको वो सब कुछ करना चाहिए जो आपको अच्छा लगता है. लोग बोलते हैं ना, डोंट बी अ जैक ऑफ ऑल ट्रेड्स एंड मास्टर ऑफ नन. मैं कहता हूँ बिकम अ जैक ऑफ ऑल ट्रेड्स. दैट यूज्ड टू बी अ कहावत ऑफ 20th century. It is at 21st century. You should know everything. So do basic study about project management online. I did that. और जब मैं पहली बार इंटरव्यू देने गया था तो मैं फेल हो गया था उसमें. मैं आपको सच्चाई बता रहा हूँ. पहला जब इंटरव्यू हुआ था तो मुझे लग गया था कि मेरा नहीं होने वाला, तो मैंने खुद ही पूछ लिया, अच्छा बताओ, टेल मी व्हाट शुड आई प्रिपेयर फॉर द नेक्स्ट राउंड. उसने बोला यार देखो तौसीफ, तुम्हें ना प्रोजेक्ट मैनेजमेंट के जार्गन्स नहीं आते हैं, तो मैं तुम्हें मार्केट के सामने नहीं रख सकता हूँ. कल को कस्टमर या क्लाइंट अगर कुछ बोले कि यार let's say that he asked me a couple of questions. What is scope creep, what is float time, what is critical path. मुझे कुछ नहीं पता था क्योंकि मैं जब बेसिक खुद स्टडी करके प्रोजेक्ट मैनेजमेंट का इंटरव्यू देने चला गया, तो उसने मुझे यही फीडबैक दिया, तौसीफ तुम्हें कुछ जार्गन्स नहीं पता है और आप थोड़ी सी तैयारी करके वापस आइए. तो मैंने उस टाइम पे छोटा सा सर्टिफिकेशन किया था Prince2, क्योंकि Prince2 एक सर्टिफिकेशन होता है, थोड़ा सा इजी होता है एज कम्पेयर टू अदर सर्टिफिकेशन. करके चले जाइए. फिर मैं आया वापस, मैंने गूगल पे डाला PMP जार्गन्स, ये प्रोजेक्ट मैनेजमेंट जार्गन्स. मुझे बहुत सारी चीजें मिली, मुझे कुछ लिंक्स मिले जिसमें मैंने मॉक टेस्ट प्रिपेयर किया, खुद मेहनत करी, लोगों के साथ बैठा जो प्रोजेक्ट मैनेजमेंट में थे, उनके पास गया मैं. आई एक्सपोज्ड माई सेल्फ, जो कि मेरा एक फंडा है. आई एक्सपोज्ड माई सेल्फ एंड सेड दैट आई लेट मी बिकम ए स्टूडेंट नाउ. सबसे सीखा और मुझे इतनी अच्छी नॉलेज हो गई उसके बाद कि जो लोग काम कर रहे थे वहां पे ना, उन्होंने मुझे अपना सब कुछ होल हार्टेडली सब कुछ शेयर किया. जब नेक्स्ट इंटरव्यू में गया, सो आई क्रैक्ड इट लाइक अ किंग. और हर इंटरव्यू में मुझे फीडबैक मिला कि तौसीफ, लगता ही नहीं कि तुम प्रोजेक्ट मैनेजमेंट में नहीं काम करो, यू हैव अ गुड नॉलेज. So that's how I cracked the interview and I moved to project management. That was my story. But I wanted to give you this perspective. How can you also become a project manager? मैंने जैसे किया, आप भी वैसे कर सकते हैं. प्रोवाइडेड आप अभी स्टार्ट कर रहे हैं करियर, आपके पास और भी टाइम है, तो कंग्रेचुलेशंस टू यू. यू कैन डू वेल इन प्रोजेक्ट मैनेजमेंट. इनरोल इनटू एन ट्रेनिंग प्रोग्राम. और मैं बता दूं आपको, बहुत सारे ऐसे फ्री यूट्यूब पे कोर्सेज हैं रिलेटेड टू प्रोजेक्ट मैनेजमेंट. आप हेयर एंड देयर जहां से भी नॉलेज मिलती है वो कर लो. बट अगर आपको ऑर्गेनाइज स्ट्रक्चर्ड नॉलेज चाहिए तो आप किसी कोर्स में इनरोल कर लो. तो कोर्स में अब मैं सर्टिफिकेशन के बारे में, इसके बारे में बात करता हूँ. दैट आई विल गिव यू कंप्लीट प्रोजेक्ट मैनेजमेंट सर्टिफिकेशन. तो एक प्रिंस 2 होता है. सो देखो, देयर आर डिफरेंट इंस्टीट्यूट्स व्हिच प्रोवाइड डिफरेंट प्रोजेक्ट मैनेजमेंट सर्टिफिकेशन. सिर्फ जो फंडामेंटल डिफरेंस ये होता है कि सबकी प्रैक्टिसेस अलग अलग होती हैं. होता प्रोजेक्ट मैनेजमेंट ही हो, अचीव ऑब्जेक्टिव सेम होते हैं, बट उनकी जो मेथडोलॉजी होती है वो डिफरेंट होती है. सो लाइक पीएमपी, इट्स वन ऑफ द टफेस्ट सर्टिफिकेशन टू क्रैक. अगर करना है तो मैं आपको ये सजेस्ट करूंगा कि सबसे पहले आप CAPM करो, विच इज कॉल्ड सर्टिफाइड एसोसिएट इन प्रोजेक्ट मैनेजमेंट. CAPM is relatively easy and it will give you the glimpse of project management. अगर आप CAPM भी हो ना, मार्केट में बहुत वैल्यू इसकी. और अगर फ्रेशर CMPM कर ले, आई कैन टेल यू, यू विल गेट अ गुड पैकेज बाय द वे. तो CAPM कर लो, उसके बाद आप PMP भी कर सकते हैं. लेकिन PMP मैं तब एडवाइस करूंगा जब आप एटलीस्ट 2-3 साल प्रोजेक्ट मैनेजमेंट में काम कर चुके हो. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, आई एम प्रिपेयरिंग फॉर द PMP. आई एम Prince 2 सर्टिफाइड एंड CAPM. PGMP जो होता है, मतलब नेक्स्ट लेवल है, प्रोग्राम मैनेजमेंट प्रोफेशनल, जो कि आप एटलीस्ट 10-12 साल काम कर चुके हैं और बहुत नॉलेज हो. आप प्रोजेक्ट्स नहीं, प्रोग्राम मैनेज करते हैं. सो प्रोग्राम क्या होता है? प्रोग्राम इज अ कॉम्बिनेशन ऑफ मल्टीपल प्रोजेक्ट्स. तो जो प्रोग्राम बहुत सारे प्रोजेक्ट एक साथ हैंडल कर रहा है, उसके लिए PGMP. ग्रीन बेल्ट, ब्लैक बेल्ट, गाइज मुझे पता है आप लोगों के दिमाग में वो चल रहा होगा, कराटे और शूडो. दैट इज नॉट, वो सर्टिफिकेशन नहीं है ये. ग्रीन बेल्ट, ब्लैक बेल्ट जो होता है वो क्वालिटी इंडस्ट्री में प्रोजेक्ट मैनेजमेंट होता है. अगर आप ग्रीन बेल्ट हैं तो एक आपको अच्छी पकड़ होती है आपकी क्वालिटी पर, स्पेशली मैन्युफैक्चरिंग इंडस्ट्री में होता है, बट ऑफ लेट ये सर्विस इंडस्ट्री में भी एंट्री कर चुका है. तो ये सारे सर्टिफिकेशन है जो आप कर सकते हैं. गिव इंटरव्यूज विद डिफरेंट कंपनीज, expose yourself, as I said, volunteer yourself, say that I want to give the interview. जहां पे भी opportunity मिले, A, B, C, X, Y, Z, go and give the interview, because that is the biggest opportunity for any one of you. Assess your level of, जब इंटरव्यू दो तो आप देखो यार आप कितने पानी में हो. What is the level of your competence? आपको कितना पता है. उससे जैसे मुझे इंटरव्यू से आइडिया पता लग गया था कि यार I have to learn. पहले इंटरव्यू में मैं रिजेक्ट हो गया था तो मुझे पता लग गया था कि I need to really learn if I want to make a career in project management. And then work as an intern and apply for graduate programs. बहुत सारी ऐसी कंपनी है which offer you a graduate program, offer you internship. तो आप, you can check on Google, go and apply there, and you can work as a real project manager or along with the project manager. उससे अच्छी प्रैक्टिस तो हो ही नहीं सकती आपके लिए. ये सारे ऑप्शन बता रहा हूँ मैं आपको. एंड अगर आपको 2 से 3 साल या 5 साल का एक्सपीरियंस हो गया, यू कैन अर्न अ लॉट ऑफ अमाउंट ऑफ मनी. बहुत अच्छे पैकेज होते हैं प्रोजेक्ट मैनेजर्स के. और इसके साथ ऑफ कोर्स आपको एक कोई टेक्निकल स्किल पकड़ लो, मे बी क्लाउड में, नेटवर्किंग में, फाइनेंस में, जिसमें भी आप हो, कंसल्टिंग में. प्रोजेक्ट मैनेजमेंट हर जगह है मेरे दोस्तों. और ये एक ऐसी स्किल है जो कि वर्ल्ड वाइड एक्सेप्टेड है. और कहीं भी जाओगे, किसी भी कंट्री में जाओगे, यू कैन इजीली गेट अ जॉब अगर आपको प्रोजेक्ट मैनेजमेंट प्रैक्टिसेस अच्छे से आती हैं. एंड फाइनली, जो चीज मैंने पहले बोली थी, I'll come back to you. The best way to predict your future is to create it. And the only way you can create it is having the right mindset, learning the skill, be it project, be it communication, be it anything, and then become the creator of your future. I just want to rest my case here. Thank you so much for being amazing, for being here, supporting, showing so much of energy. This is the time of Q&A. And if you have any questions, please put them in the comment, or maybe you can give those questions to the organizers. I would love to answer them. You motivated me to become a greatest corporate raider now. Atul, man, you will raid it like this. I have raided and I proved it in front of you. You can also read, and you all can create your future, right? If you can believe it, you can achieve it. So guys, I will stop sharing my screen. I think I promised you that I will give you 10-15 minutes, but मैंने थोड़ा ज़्यादा time ले लिया. So sorry for that. सब लोग अपने अपने cameras on कर दो. I would just like to take a small photo if I am permitted to do so.
Yes, sure.
Yes, sir. I was about to request you.
I was just about to ask you.
Thank you so much. So let me just
To
amazing.
open the camera, please.
It was awesome lighting, sir. You taught us so many things. You motivated me. Thank you so much, Vaishali, Shivangi, Sneha, Mishra, Prince Raj. Literally, it was. Thank you so much, Prince. Really appreciate it. I think if it was not you, Prince, probably I would have not been here. All credit to you, man. So let me take the photographs. I don't know how to. Just I want you guys to say cheese like a. Hello. Okay. जो लोग लकी हैं मेरे कैमरे में आ गए, I would like to post it on my Instagram. My pleasure, sir. It was a great session. Thank you so much. It was a new topic for me. I know, guys. I mean, it was a new thing for me as well because I never worked as a project manager. So, if you have any questions, okay, does spiritual teachings also help you in your success? Sahil, मैं बता रहा हूँ बहुत ज़्यादा हेल्प करी है मुझे because I read a lot of books. मैं जहाँ पे सोता हूँ वहाँ पे books होती हैं और जब मैं उठता हूँ तो I make sure कि मैं book पढूं पहले. सोता हूँ तो बुक के साथ पढ़ सोता हूँ, लेकिन कभी कभी चीटिंग भी कर लेता हूँ, मोबाइल बहुत देखता हूँ. मेरी वाइफ बोलती है मोबाइल साइड में रखो. सो यार हो जाता है, मतलब दैट्स. बट बाय द वे इट्स गुड क्वेश्चन. आई थिंक यू सिंग गुड. यस, बाथरूम सिंगर हूँ मैं मतलब मुझे डर लगता है दूसरों के सामने सिंगिंग करना. तो इट वाज सुपर. आई रियली लाइक योर वॉइस. थैंक यू सो मच. मोहम्मद फैजान, साहिल, योर वाइब्रेशन इज स्पिरिचुअल. थैंक यू सो मच. शिवांगी, इट वाज ऑसम. आई थिंक यू गाइज हैव बीन ऑसम. यू गाइज हैव गिवन अ लॉट ऑफ एनर्जी टू मी. आई रिमेंबर एक जगह मैं पढ़ाने गया था लीडरशिप एक कंपनी में, वहां पे लोग रिस्पॉन्ड ही नहीं कर रहे, कैमरा ही नहीं ऑन कर रहे. तो यार मेरी एनर्जी कहाँ से आएगी? It was not me who was awesome. These were you guys who were awesome actually. So thank you so much. Suggest some books. Okay. मैं आजकल ये बुक पढ़ रहा हूँ and this is an amazing book. 10x rule. मतलब ना अगर आपके अंदर थोड़ी बहुत mediocrity होगा ना तो आप you will just stand like a rock. 10x rule by Grant Cardone. It's an amazing book. मतलब जितनी भी mediocrity mind में है ना, मतलब मैं mediocrity क्या होती है? Doing less than what you're capable of. ये mediocrity होती है, right? तो it can change your perspective altogether. Okay, so guys, whatever amount of time I have left, energy plus smile, awesome. Thank you so much, Parul. Really appreciate for this comment. And Adya Sheila, I can see you're smiling. Shristi, thank you so much because you're in front of my screen. And Abhinav and Shruti and Vikas and Entrepreneurship. I want to know your name, man. Sorry about it.
So my name is Atul.
Sorry?
My name is Atul.
Atul, thank you so much, Atul. I think you have already commented. You have a good voice. Thank you. Do we need to become a software expert in order to be a great project manager? See, as I said, software management is a skill. तो अगर आप प्रोजेक्ट मैनेजर हो और अगर सॉफ्टवेयर भी आपको आता है, इट्स अ डेडली कॉम्बो. यू कैन मेक अ लॉट ऑफ अमाउंट ऑफ मनी. बहुत सारी कंपनीज है जहाँ पे सॉफ्टवेयर डेवलपमेंट होता है एंड यू कैन अर्न अ लॉट ऑफ अमाउंट ऑफ मनी. सॉफ्टवेयर प्रोजेक्ट मैनेजर बहुत पैसे कमाता है. आई एम टेलिंग यू, सर्च कर लेना. Okay, Shivangi says, sir, I am a HRM student and today the topic you discussed are somewhere related to, so I would really help. It would really help us. Thank you so much for the feedback. And I'm really, really happy that you found some value into this. Khushbu Pandey, Sneha, thank you. Thank you so much, Khushbu Pandey. Thank you so much, sir, for giving your valuable time. This session is really very amazing. Thank you so much. I really appreciate. Zara said, thank you, sir. It was amazing. Sahil said, do you suggest MBA in 2022? It's a very, very tricky question. See, at one point in time I wanted to do an MBA. मैं खुद MBA करना चाहता था, but मैंने नहीं किया. और ऐसा नहीं कि मेरा प्लान नहीं, मैं नहीं करना चाहता और मैं एजुकेशन को महत्व नहीं देता हूँ. सी, MBA आप डेफिनेटली कर सकते हैं और वो सारी चीजें आपको करनी चाहिए जो आपके गोल से अलाइंड हो. अगर आपको लगता है कि आप फाइनेंस सेक्टर में जाना चाहते हैं और आपको बहुत नॉलेजेबल बनना चाहते हैं, कल को आपको फाइनेंशियल एक्सपर्ट बनना है, तो MBA फाइनेंस में करना जरूरी है, क्योंकि यार MBA से आपको अच्छी नॉलेज मिलेगी. बट अगर कहीं गॉड फॉरबिड अगर आपको कुछ और बनना है और आप फाइनेंस में MBA करके बैठ गए, तो वो कहीं भी रेलेवेंट नहीं होने वाला. हाँ, मे बी प्रोजेक्ट मैनेजमेंट में आपको फाइनेंस की नॉलेज होनी चाहिए थोड़ी बहुत, कोई जरूरी नहीं है, अगर फाइनेंस बैकग्राउंड से नहीं हो तब भी आप प्रोजेक्ट मैनेजर बन सकते हो, बट अगर है तो कहते नहीं पढ़ाई कभी वेस्ट नहीं होती, कहीं ना कहीं तो लाइफ में आपके काम आनी है, सो यू कैन डेफिनेटली डू इट, बट आई वुड हाईली रिकमेंड इट, यू डू इट व्हेन इट इज फुल्ली अलाइंड विद योर विजन, जब आपके गोल से अलाइंड है, आपको 5 साल में क्या करना है, आपको अगले 10 साल में क्या करना है, अगर वो चीज क्लियर है तो वो सारी चीजें करिए जो आपको उस फ्यूचर आइडेंटिटी तक पहुंचा सकता है। अगर आपको बनना है सिंगर तो एमबीए करके क्या फायदा है? होप इट आंसर्स योर क्वेश्चंस। Okay, any questions you Shruti, have you got from the organizer, or just like the questions are coming from the comment section, because I know that time हो चुका है। Two biggest learning from your career, आप बता रहे हो मुझे या पूछ रहे हो साहिल? आप कमेंट कर दो अगर पूछ
Oh, he's asking you.
Okay, two biggest learning, and I think the biggest learning that I have is that off late, थोड़ा लेट हो गया, but I believed in myself. You know, if you don't believe in yourself, you can't hire somebody to believe on your behalf. तो आप खुद में बिलीव करें, खुद में भरोसा रखें, आज नहीं तो कल आएगा। अगर आप 5 साल में कुछ अचीव करना चाहते हैं लेकिन आप दूसरों को देखकर यार वो तो मुझसे आगे निकला जा रहा है, यू आर डूइंग द बैड थिंग्स। डोंट कंपेयर योरसेल्फ, बिलीव इन योरसेल्फ, बिकॉज गॉड हैज मेड अस डिफरेंट। तो हमारी अपॉर्चुनिटीज भी डिफरेंट होंगी, हमारे एक्सपीरियंसेस भी डिफरेंट होंगे और हमारे रिजल्ट्स भी डिफरेंट होंगे। सो डोंट पनिश योरसेल्फ जस्ट बिकॉज समबडी हैज अ नाइसर कार, तो तुझे भी लेना है, तो फिर वो दिक्कत हो सकती है। जस्ट बिलीव इन योरसेल्फ, वन। सेकंड, I believe in the power of consistency, because I personally feel that consistency always wins over talent. No matter how talented you are, but अगर आप consistent नहीं हो, you cannot be successful. And there are a lot of classic examples around the world कि बहुत से ऐसे लोग जो हैं, आपकी लाइफ में ही होंगे, स्टूडेंट्स बहुत होंगे, कुछ ना कुछ ऐसा लाइफ में कर रहे होंगे जो कंसिस्टेंटली कर रहे हैं और वो उस मकाम पे पहुंच गए हैं जहाँ पे वो आपने सोचा नहीं था, लेकिन वो टैलेंटेड नहीं थे, तो आप बोलते हो अरे यार ये तो कैसा बंदा था, मुझे भरोसा नहीं था ये करेगा ऐसा, बट उसने कर दिया। कंसिस्टेंसी, आई बिलीव इन द पावर ऑफ कंसिस्टेंसी, राइट। मैंने 100 डेज चैलेंज किसी ने मुझे किया था, तो मैंने 100 दिन वीडियोस बनाई, यूट्यूब पे डाली एडिट करके, क्योंकि मुझे अपनी कम्युनिकेशन इंप्रूव करनी थी। 100 डेज रेगुलरली, कंसिस्टेंसी। So 2 things if you can get from me is believe in yourself and be consistent, right? And of course I have, जो मैंने beginning में बात करी थी presentation के, those 5-6 points are very really important. Okay, is there government sector in this field, sir? Of course, पूरा गवर्नमेंट सेक्टर भरा हुआ है प्रोजेक्ट मैनेजमेंट से, और वहां पे तो मतलब ब्यूरोक्रेट भी होते हैं, आपको पता ही है, अच्छी हिंदी आनी चाहिए उनसे डील करने के लिए, और नेगोशिएशन स्किल तो बहुत ही अच्छी होनी चाहिए आपको, मतलब कहने से ज्यादा आप समझ ही गए होंगे। सो प्रोजेक्ट मैनेजमेंट गवर्नमेंट सेक्टर में बहुत अच्छी फील्ड है और बहुत अच्छा पे स्केल है। अगर आपको अच्छी नॉलेज है प्रोजेक्ट मैनेजमेंट की, डेफिनेटली यू कैन गो एंड ट्राई, लाइक भेल है और बहुत सारी और नॉर्थन कंपनीज हैं और बहुत सारी ऐसी गवर्नमेंट ऑर्गेनाइजेशंस हैं जो प्रोजेक्ट मैनेजमेंट को अब एक्सेप्ट करने लग गई हैं, बिकॉज दे ऑल्सो कम आउट ऑफ दैट ऑपरेशंस मोड। तो डेफिनेटली गवर्नमेंट सेक्टर इज समथिंग दैट you can definitely try. Guys, I just have 2 more minutes because I have to go, and उस 2 मिनट में अगर आपको लगता है कि आपको क्वेश्चन है तो बताइए, अगर नहीं है तो you can always reach out to me. I'm sure प्रिंस से आप मेरा सोशल मीडिया हैंडल ले सकते हैं, and you can connect with me on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, LinkedIn. मैं हर जगह होता हूँ, सोता भी नहीं हूँ मजाक कर रहा हूँ, मैं हर जगह होता हूँ, और मेरा सोशल मीडिया हैंडल्स कोई और भी मैनेज कर रहा होता है, तो आई एम ऑलवेज अवेलेबल। इफ यू हैव एनी क्वेश्चंस, ऑलवेज रीच आउट टू मी। बेस्ट एडवाइस फॉर कॉलेज स्टूडेंट्स, वैसे तो मैं ऑलरेडी दे चुका हूँ अतुल, बट मेरा मानना ये है कि कॉलेज स्टूडेंट जो होते हैं ना, वो देखो 3 चीजें बताता हूँ और सब लोग ध्यान देना, ये बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है और मुझे मेरे 30s में समझ में आए। 3 चीजें होती हैं, टाइम, मनी एंड एनर्जी। टाइम, मनी एंड एनर्जी। आप अपनी लाइफ में ये 3 चीजें कैसे मैनेज करते हो, इस पे सारी लाइफ की सक्सेस और फेलियर डिपेंड करेंगे। लेट्स से जब आप यंग हैं, कॉलेज में हैं, तो क्या है आपके पास? बहुत टाइम है यार, बहुत एनर्जी है, बट क्या नहीं है? पैसा नहीं है। मैं ये नहीं कह रहा हूँ कि सबके पास नहीं, ऑफ कोर्स कुछ लोग रिच भी होंगे, रिच बैकग्राउंड से होंगे तो पैसा होगा, बट मेजोरिटी लोगों के पास क्या होता है? पैसा नहीं होता। जैसे ही आप आगे बढ़ते हैं, करियर में जाते हैं और पैसे कमाने लगते हैं, तो आपके पास क्या है? बहुत एनर्जी है, बहुत पैसा है, टाइम नहीं है। क्योंकि आप इतनी बिजी होते हैं, बाल बच्चों में पड़ जाते हैं, फिर जॉब भी होती है और अपना पैशन भी रन कर रहे होते हैं, टाइम नहीं है आपके पास। जब आप बूढ़े होते हैं, रिटायरमेंट होते हैं, तो आपके पास पैसा होता है, एनर्जी नहीं होती, टाइम बहुत होता है लेकिन एनर्जी नहीं होती। तो इन तीनों चीजों का आप इस्तेमाल कैसे करते हो ओवर कोर्स ऑफ योर लाइफ विल डिटरमिन। लाइक आप यंग हैं तो कोई बात नहीं, आपके पास पैसा नहीं है, कोई इशू नहीं है, तो आप एनर्जी और अपना टाइम स्किल डेवलप करने पे लगाइए। कोई भी ऐसी स्किल पकड़ लीजिए जो आपको लगता है अगले 10 सालों में बहुत रेलिवेंट होने वाली है। आजकल तो बहुत सारा बूम है मार्केट में, एमएल, मशीन लर्निंग, एआई का, प्रोजेक्ट मैनेजमेंट का, क्लाउड का। टेक्नोलॉजी से अगर हटके देखूं तो आजकल यूट्यूबर भी लोग बन रहे हैं। मतलब एक कॉलेज स्टूडेंट कुछ भी कर सकता है यार। मतलब देयर आर सो मेनी ऑप्शंस, इंफॉर्मेशन एज है, राइट? यू कैन डू एनीथिंग। सो टाइम, मनी एंड एनर्जी, इन तीन जो लाइफ के सबसे मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट रिसोर्सेज, इनको आप सही से इस्तेमाल करिए एंड इंशाल्लाह you'll rock it, man. Know where to put the accelerator. Know the right time and right thing at the right time. You will do well. Nobody can stop you becoming successful. Amazing, super fruitful session. Thank you so much. Best advice for college. I think I have already answered it. इन तीनों चीजों को आप सही से इस्तेमाल करें। So मुझे ये देखकर बहुत खुशी हो रही है कि अभी भी आप बहुत सारे लोग रुके हुए हो, बिकॉज मैं भी रुका हुआ हूँ। तो थैंक यू सो मच. I just want to say thank you. I just want to take your permission, Shruti, and all the organizations and all the amazing people who have invited me. Can I end the session now?
Yes, sir. Thank you so much for such a valuable insight.
Thank you so much, sir.
We all won't forget the session for sure. With this, we have come to an end of our webinar. I would like to thank everyone who made this
Thank you
meeting
so much, all amazing people. Just have a clap for everyone. Final time, and we will move on. Well done, well done. Take care, man. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much. Love you guys. Take care.
Thank you
We'll
so
see you
much.
again.
Thank
Bye.
you so much.
Bye, sir.
Bye.
Bye, sir.